boy spends his money to look rich. A man invests his money to build. And the difference between those two sentences is the difference of where you are right now and where you want to be. Because looking rich is expensive. The clothes, the car, the section at the club, the dinners you can't actually afford. All of it's a subscription you're paying monthly to make sure strangers think you're doing well. Meanwhile, your savings account is a nightmare. Nobody talks about that because we grew up watching wealth being performed, not built. Flashy cars in the driveway of a rented house, designer on the outside, debt on the inside. We've got more money in our closet than we do in our bank account. And we inherited that relationship with money without even realizing it. Spending became emotional. Money in the pocket felt like burning a hole in it. The second it came in, it had to go somewhere. That's not wealth. That's a coping mechanism with a price tag. A boy looks at his paycheck and says, what can I buy? A man looks at his paycheck and asks, what can this buy me out of? A man who's actually building doesn't need you to know. His money's quiet because it's working, it's in assets, it's in investments, it's in equity, it's in something that's going to be worth more tomorrow than it is today. He's not performing prosperity, he's constructing it. The goal is never to make it look like you made it. The goal is to actually make it. And those two things require completely different decisions with the same dollar. Stop dressing up financial wounds and calling it a lifestyle. Build something, bro. The receipts you're collecting right now aren't proof of success. They're proof of taste, and taste doesn't compound. If you have a 50-50 mindset with women, you're not ready for a good woman. Because a lot of guys say they want a high quality woman, someone who's supportive, someone who's loyal, someone who brings peace into their life. But at the same time, they're approaching their relationships like it's a roommate agreement where everything needs to be split down the middle. The reality is that strong relationships, they rarely feel like a scoreboard where somebody's keeping count. A man who's still counting every dollar, every dinner, every small contribution is usually still in survival mode himself, which means he's actually not ready to lead anything bigger than his own situation yet. And that's okay, because every man goes through that phase. But the real move at this point is not arguing with women about why things should be 50-50. The real move is focusing on yourself until you become the kind of man who isn't thinking like that anymore. Because when a man builds his discipline, grows his income, and becomes more stable in his life, his mindset naturally changes. He stops thinking about what everything costs and starts thinking about what kind of life he wants to create. And here's the part a lot of guys don't want to hear. If a man can barely afford his own life, expecting him to lead a relationship is going to create a pressure on both people. That's why the smartest thing a man can do during that stage is keep working on himself instead of arguing about standards. Because when a man levels up his value, his confidence grows, his options grow, and his relationships start looking completely different. If you can't afford the kind of woman you want, the solution isn't lowering your standard, it's raising yourself. Because the right woman for a man usually shows up when the man has finally become someone worth building a life with.
You know, I saw a quote that said, just because I don't require much doesn't mean I deserve bare minimum. Question. Why do people give the least to the people who ask for the least? Just because someone is easy to deal with does not mean that they deserve bare minimum. Some people are just simple. They don't ask for much. They don't complain a lot. They don't demand attention. But that does not mean they deserve less effort. Sometimes the calmest people are the ones who give the most. They show up. They support. They stay loyal. But people oftentimes mistake their patience for weakness. Scripture teaches us this. Treat each other the way you want to be treated. That means respect should not depend on how much someone asks for. And here's the lesson for all of us, lottie-dottie and everybody. Never give bare minimum to someone who gives you their best. Value the quiet loyalty. Value the calm presence. Value the people who do not make life harder. Because good people, they don't ask for much. But they do deserve everything good that you can definitely give them.
Nobody goes through most shit in life than a person with a good heart. Good hearts go through the most. They love real in a world full of fake. The ones with the purest intentions take the deepest hits. A good heart would have you giving chances until you learn how to stop, because they always expect the best out of people. People with good hearts suffer more. They see the good in people even when it ain't there. Having a good heart in a cold world will teach you some hard lessons. The strongest ones be the ones who stay kind after everything. Having a good heart will get you played until you learn how to move. The realest ones take the deepest losses. Good heart don't break easy, but when it do, it change everything. Good heart will have you giving chances to people who don't even deserve one. They don't target the weak, they take advantage of genuine. You can mean well and still get done wrong. Lesson hit different. Good hearts carry pain they don't even talk about. So like I said, nobody goes through more shit in life than a person with a good heart.
Stop playing with us. Hey, all that DEI goofiness you talking about, man, stop playing us. Give us our props. Stop messing with our history. The more you erase, the more we replace. I don't get why they so mad at us. Somebody said, why I gotta be black excellence? Why not? Why not? Why can't I show these young black kids, girls, and guys a different side? Perception is everything. Showing these kids a different perception. How great is that? You know what's crazy? When Barack Obama became president, people were like, policy. I said, oh, whatever. You know what he did for me? He changed my perception. Because when I would travel the world had a certain perception of me as a black man. But when they saw, and if there's any indication that America is not the most incredible country in the world, and he came up in there with that suit, fly, you feel me? I felt good, and everybody felt good because they love what we do. I know y'all out there bullshitting right now, but y'all love us. Y'all love our music, and if y'all talking about DEI, then give some of our stuff back, like our R&B. Stop playing with us. Stop singing like us. Stop dancing like us. Give us our shit back. No, I'm just kidding.
They downgraded our music from healing to chaos, then acted shocked when our homes started falling apart. They turned our artists into walking advertisements for dysfunction, then paid them extra to lead us into destruction. They swapped our healing chants for trauma loops. Now our kids memorize pain before they memorize love. They boosted the frequencies that make us fight each other and buried the ones that make us protect each other. They stripped the music of purpose until only poison remained. And poison spreads faster when the beat is addictive. They hijacked the drum that once aligned our souls. Now it keeps us vibrating at a frequency too low to build anything. They rewired our rhythm to reward self-destruction, then blamed us for dancing exactly how they programmed. They knew the black family is a frequency field, so they attacked the field through the music until we forgot our own signal.